I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Set, 180,
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Foles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 31, Ryan, his first running back, McCoy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Hey, check. Check 4.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you. Bang, 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 bang. Shift. Blue draw quarters. Go.
Now it's Lindsey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Under. 6-6. Pull it 5. Let's go, great. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check. Yeah, go, let's go. Easy.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Phillip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tackle. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Got it. Hold. 11.
Now McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Ready. Blue 80. 47. Quit talking about it and bring it. Let him go.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with McCoy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Base. That's me.
This is McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
25. I don't think you got it, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check safety. Hey, Tuesday. Back, go.
McCoy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Kill. Turn up.
From the 16, Ryan. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to find Conley. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Foles. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
12.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G. 13. 5. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy?
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
45 the line. Coming, Alpha. We won. Come to my work.
They're going to look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go. Hey, Tuesday.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, it's McCoy. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey. Check 37. Check 37.
Here's McCoy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barner. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll give it to him here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bryant is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller.
He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Here it comes. Kill. Wait.
On first down, Ryan. Safarian Jenkins has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. 30, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it with McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This give is to McCoy. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Go on. Come on, D. Jack.
Easy.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, 59, ready. Undercut. Check. Lucky. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the twist. Hey, wait.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They come out here in the eye. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Olsen, and he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under. Hey, wahoo! 54. Let's go, Here we go.
Foles. And this throw will be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Here's Foles. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
13.
Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. Looking sideline, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
180. Flat.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, goal. Sound goal. Yes.
Check. Crunch.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll find Lindsey here. Look at the spin.
Balance.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and get like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That second down play nets a -4. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Silver. Switch.
Hayden Cole.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. What we got? What we got?
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. 44 is the mic.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go, go, go. Check, 59, 59. Who that? Who that?
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run by Lindsey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jags, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week.